Poet Alan Seeger joins the French Foreign Legion. On August 24, 1914, American poet Alan Seeger enlisted in the French Foreign Legion at the outbreak of the First World War. Born in New York City in 1888, Seeger studied at Harvard University, where his classmates included fellow writer John Reed and future journalist Walter Lippmann. After graduation, he wrote poetry and contributed to The Masses, a magazine edited by Reed, before moving to Paris in 1912. There, he settled on the left bank among a circle of American expatriates until war swept across Europe 2 years later. Eager to serve, Seeger volunteered as a private in the Foreign Legion. After training in Toulouse, his regiment was dispatched to the trenches of northern France. To his frustration, however, combat was scarce. In a December 1914 letter to the New York Sun, he lamented trench warfare's grim monotony. This style of warfare is extremely modern, and for the artilleryman is doubtless very interesting. But for the poor common soldier, it is anything but romantic. Exposed to all the dangers of war, but with none of its enthusiasms or splendid elan, he is condemned to sit like an animal in its burrow and hear the shells whistle over his head and take their little daily toll from his comrades. Seeger's long-awaited chance at battle came in September 1915 during a major Allied offensive in Champagne. Writing home before the attack, he expressed almost ecstatic anticipation. "I expect to march right up the Aisne borne on an irresistible elan. It will be the greatest moment of my life." The offensive ultimately faltered, but Seeger's devotion to the French cause never wavered. In early 1916, sidelined by bronchitis while his regiment was in reserve, he composed what would become his most famous work, Rendezvous with Death. The haunting lines, "I have a rendezvous with death on some scarred slope or battered hill when spring comes round again this year, and the first meadow flowers appear," would resonate powerfully after his death. That fate arrived on July 4, 1916. During the Battle of the Somme, Seeger was mortally wounded by German machine gun fire in his unit's assault on the fortified village of Belloy-en-Santer. He died as he had foreseen in battle, with comrades at his side.